Speaking of time, I'm recording this segment right now, in the morning of Friday the 13th, 2014. I'll tell you what, I get a little chill around here. Yeah, it's that creepy. It's been 9 years, 4 months, pretty much exactly, to the day of this publishing, part 3. Since that time, some things have changed. Of course, some things haven't. Still a lot of creepy dolls around here. But, well, remember who used to be there. Crazy stuff, you know. Just look around here. Blackie Chan no longer lives with us. He moved out a few years ago. So it's just been me, Mom, and Rombo. Some things still go on, some strange stuff. That's Saturn, or Kitty. You see Lester's not here anymore. He's ducking some books. My mom and her decorating. There's Lester. He's got a nice little spot next to Beargart. It pretty much don't do anything anymore. Haven't for freaking years. Not since, well, since the story we're about to get into, the final installment of the creepy accounts of the Lester Poltergeist. And this one involves the bride of the Lester Poltergeist. Let's go back 9 years and some months. Alright, well, now that you know that little bit about Rombo, and believe me, if you had ever encountered him in his sleepwalk state, you would understand my actions this night. It's a creepy situation, and in a house full of creepy situations already, well, I was stuck between a rock and a hard place. Not sure if I picked the rock or the hard place, but let's get going, huh? So, I was coming out, and right when I was going out, that's when I heard Rombo coming up behind me. So I couldn't turn around. I had one choice, really. Go into the sunken living room here, where, of course, Lester usually is. So just looking around real quick, made a decision. Make sure Lester's here. You gotta make sure he's there. All right, he's in his spot. Yeah. I'm gonna hide in the corner. And things already did not look good. Yeah, that was not expected at all. Oh, by the way, what the hell is that doing open? Yeah, I was questioning my decision to come in here. But Rombo's still kind of scary. So I said, screw it, they're already moved. I'll just go over here and wait Rombo out. Didn't want to go back to my room because then I wouldn't be able to see when he was done. Oh my gosh, that's the bride of Lester. She was weird that Lester chose to pick the bride of all. Anyway, saw Rombo go by into the kitchen, and I just was gonna wait here next to Lester's bride.
Yeah, that's what I had to deal with that night. Same thing I'm dealing with right now.
So I decided this is the lesser of two creepiness. Sat down here with the bride for a minute, watched Rombo walk by there and head towards the kitchen, and decided, well, I need to go ahead and put her back up before somebody else freaks out on her. And of course, I gotta get the door, so, door. Yeah, door, there you go. Shut the door, looked around outside real quick, and sit here. I could hear Rombo talking to whoever it was in his dream or in his head, whatever. And I just waited, but waiting here next to her, still was kind of not comfortable. So I decided I was gonna move to a little bit as far as I could get away without having to go too far. So there we go. Moved over to this other corner where I could still see everything, be able to see when Rombo got done in the kitchen. And like I said, as you can see, I can almost see her, make sure she's still there, make sure the door's still shut, nothing's going on, okay. Finally saw Rombo eventually come out, and watched him walk by, and figured, okay, it's time for me to go get with my stuff, and then, where the hell is Lester? I know he's not very, crap. Yeah, in that short time span, watching from where I was the entire time, he went from that chair you saw at the beginning, and this is where he ends up. Yeah, no way. I was done. I didn't even want to go to the kitchen anymore. I was going back to my room, and bye. Can't be too loud at the moment. It's about 2:30 in the morning, and people are trying to sleep. Anyway, there are significant reasons why it took so long to put out part 3. Most of it has to do with, well, interference unseen. Unpredictable. So much so that, well, despite the fact that Lester really doesn't get involved anymore, things still happen around here quite often. Just not as impactful as the days of the Lester Poltergeist. But things still do happen. The things start escalating so much back when these videos were originally put out. It was in part a contributor to why Mr. Blackie Chan moved out. He was a contributor. He didn't understand things. He reacted weird, but we won't get into that because it's unimportant. There was really only one more Lester move after the Bride of Lester incident. And in part 2, at the beginning of part 2, we woke up and we showed you Lester sitting in a chair looking out the back window. Well, a similar sort of incident happened maybe a week or so after that one. Only he wasn't at the window, he was up by the steps of the sunken living room, right over there where technically it's behind you if you were the camera. Anyway, I have some other things I want to investigate as far as video feeds, but I can't guarantee you anything because I'm not really sure what's there. But for all intent and purpose, this is the end of the creepy accounts of the Lester Poltergeist series. I hope you got out of it all you wanted to get out of it. For any skeptics who may wish to interject, fine by me. All I know is you weren't there. We were. And it was creepy. It's still creepy. Even coming out here now, at 2:30 in the morning. It's unnerving, to say the least. With all these antiques and stuff in here. Yeah, we anticipate visitors from other realms, but we do what we can to protect the place. And if nothing else, though, we are welcoming to benevolent spirits. For the most part, they are, well, benevolent and cause as little real disruption as possible. Probably the most disruptive is, I think, one of them's a kleptomaniac. Stole some of my movies. See you later, y'all.